Hello my lovelies, it is Tuesday, still technically morning. I had a little bit of housework to do. So today is hair implanting and silicone painting, which would usually be from 3 p.m. But I have a clear day today apart from an appointment at 1:30 that's here at the house, so I'm starting early. So let's work on this partial silicone. It is Sylvia asleep. I've sped up all of this so that I can fit it all in because it's a few hours of work and I've managed to get it down to about 10 minutes total. This is just me packing up from last time and getting ready for this time. I love pulling the silicone out of the bottom of the pot. Now I'm going to start mixing the colour, and I put the pigments into the part B, which is what I'm putting into the container now. First, I add a bit of the red, which is more pink in a way than red, and then a little bit of the blood colour. This just deepens the red colour so that it's not as pink. I need to mix this really, really well, and then I add the part A and thinner, and then I can start applying it to the baby. So here I'm doing the lips. I have to make sure that I'm not leaving too much silicone on the kit. I'm now doing up inside the nostrils, and again, I've got to make sure there's no clumps of silicone up there. Now I'm doing creases around the eyes and the nose. And the bridge of the nose, the little bit above the lip and below the lip, and now inside the ears. One of the great things about working with silicone is it's flexible. So I can pull the silicone a little bit so that I can reach inside the ear. Can do this with other difficult to reach areas. I'm now doing creases under the chin and around the neck, and then behind the back of the head. I use the sponge over the creases to help blend it in so that it's not just a sharp line. It also helps even out the paintwork. Now I'll do a quick check over to make sure that there's no lumps and bumps. And now to start on the hand. For this part, I do only certain sections of the fingers, as you can see, the base and the tips. And I'm using that brush to help hold these teeny tiny little fingers into the correct place. If I try to use my finger, I can't because my finger's too big. Now I'm adding blushing to other parts of the hand that frequently are used, so the padding on the palm of your hand. Now I'm going to be doing the creases and detailing of some parts of the fingers. And again, I keep using the sponge to make sure that there's no excess silicone on there. Now I've moved on and I'm doing other creases. And again, using that sponge to get nice, even blending. Now I'm doing the same thing for the other hand. Unfortunately, I've had to cut most of the footage of painting the creases and such on both legs because I didn't double check that the limb was within the camera frame. Where I'm sitting, I can't actually see the screen on the camera, so I didn't realize it. It's disappointing, but you still get the general idea of what I've been doing because you've seen the arm and you can see some of what I've done on the legs. So I did the blushing over certain parts of the foot first, and then I've gone back and done some of the creasing as well. I'm so sorry you can't really see most of it. I did cut as much as I could, but I also wanted to leave as much as I could in there. And I figure you can see little bits and pieces in this section, so I did leave this bit in. And here, even though you can't really see it, I'm just checking over all the areas I've just done and making sure there's no globs of silicone, and then I'm going to do the rest of the creasing. Just finished the creases and little bits. Miss Maisie is super comfortable in her spot. And we're gonna go have some lunch. Yeah, we're gonna have some lunch. You're saying just shush and let me sleep. Fair enough, huh? Fair enough. Good girl.